Hello, everyone. My name is Carla Carolina, and I am originally from Mexico City, but I've been in Canada for 5 years, and I am studying in the Faculty of Arts, Global Business and Digital Arts. That's the name of my program. And now I'm here on an exchange to Melbourne, Australia, and I'm here at RMIT and I'm loving it. And in this video, you're gonna find out why I love it so much. And I'm gonna go through some questions and I'm gonna answer them, obviously. And so let's begin. Um, the first question: what do you see yourself doing in the future? This is a very deep question. I see myself as an entrepreneur. I see myself maybe running my own business as maybe inside the restaurant industry or inside the fashion industry, but I'm not too sure. This might change in the future. I see myself traveling a lot, learning from other people, learning from other cultures, and just opening my mind into learning more and being more and more open minded and just yeah. And the other question is, why did you choose to study overseas? Well, I choose to study overseas because of like there's a lot of reasons, but the main reason is because like they said like traveling is just like reading a book, but only better because you're there physically and you learn so much. You learn about people's culture, you learn about food, you experience being more independent. That's very important, being independent, and you might have some rough patches, but as when you fall, you come up stronger and you grow as a human being. The next question is, what would you recommend a new visitor to Melbourne to do on their first weekend here? On the first weekend, since you just arrived, I recommend you to, if you haven't looked for a place yet, to look for a place. Um, that's what I did. I didn't have a place, and I came here. I stayed at an Airbnb, and the first days I was hanging out with friends and everything, but at the same time I was looking for an place to stay on Facebook, on a lot of other apps that I cannot remember right now, but mainly Facebook. That's how I found it. I also strongly recommend to sit down, have a piece of paper, and organize like a time schedule for the things that you want to do. More than a time schedule, having like a bucket list of things that you would like to do here in Melbourne. If you don't know much about the things that you want to do, maybe something more personal about the things that you want to learn and experience. The next question is, what has been your favorite experience at RMIT so far? I have so many uh, experiences that I enjoyed, but I think my favorite experiences has been during like the first weeks of my studies here of classes. There was a event organized by RUSU, which is a student association here at RMIT, and they organize the surf club organized like a party, like a gathering, where all the other exchange students came and they had like free beer, free ciders, and they had free food. And you just go there, you meet people, you talk to them, and it's honestly amazing. And I'm so happy RMIT organizes these types of event because it brings the community closer together, and then people in the university don't become just a number, they become more like family. The other question is, what's your favorite Australian food? Unfortunately, I have not tried Australian food yet. I've tried Manuka honey, but that's from New Zealand mainly, but it has a lot of health benefits, but Australian, not yet. What was your first impression of RMIT? Well, my first impression was when I googled RMIT and a lot of images came up, and I thought it was quite small, and I didn't really like it. But then when I arrived, the first building I saw was a building with green decoration on the top, and I thought, wow, that's very creative. And I found it interesting how some people liked it, some people didn't. I loved it, and it actually reminded me of Hulk. So if you're a fan of Avengers, you're gonna like this. You're gonna love this school. If you think like me, I don't know if you're gonna like it though. So my first impression was, then again, I didn't like it, but then my first impression once, like physically, I saw the university. I loved it. I loved the architecture, so much creativity, so much art, and I think Melbourne is an artistic place, and I think RMIT really creates a huge impact on that. And what's the best part about studying at RMIT? I think the best part about studying in RMIT is all the opportunities and help that they offer. There's a writing center that offers help from Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and they're super helpful with you. They have so many clubs, ping pong, dancing, so many clubs that you can join. They're just very helpful, and it's more like a community that becomes a family for you. So I think that makes, as an exchange student, that makes them feel very comfortable since they're traveling from another place that is not their home. So I think that's the main things that I really love studying at RMIT. If you have any more questions, you can follow me on Instagram and you can ask me there. And honestly, I strongly recommend to study in RMIT. It's a great place to be and a great place to study and learn and meet other people. Thank you.